Good morning. It's Testimonial Tuesday here at Truth Fitness, and I have a special guest with me today. His name is Craig Grip, and he has a unique story because Craig is actually coming back to our gym after having some time away, and we thought it would be exciting and interesting to share with you guys what his story is. So we're going to start off by having Craig tell us a little bit about when he first came here and was a member here regularly and what that experience kind of was for him at that time. So Craig, do you remember when you first started here? Like, when was that?
Yeah, we're probably talking 14, 16 months ago.
That was when you first came here?
No, even farther back than that. From
like,
your
I feel
infancy.
like maybe,
yeah, I did 6 months probably in 2014,
okay.
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and at that time you were here for how many months?
I did 3 months.
Okay.
I was still working at the time.
Okay.
Full-time employed. Did 3 months and felt much better, but employment took over.
Okay, okay. So would you say life got in the way a little bit, and
Yeah, Craig got in the way a little bit.
and then you stopped coming at that time?
I stopped coming at that time. Actually, what I had done is I went from an hourly position into a management position with the great airplane builders in the region.
Okay. So there we are, back again. You had left for how long at that? Is this your third time back?
Third time back.
Okay, so that's even more interesting. So Craig had left, life got in the way, you were working full time, and then you came back again. Wasn't that when you had retired?
Yes, I was in a part-time position, was going to try retirement, was offered a local position managing some local church campuses. So I went ahead and went back to work.
Yeah.
And decided I needed to move.
Okay, yeah.
Movement.
Yeah.
So I decided to come back again.
Right.
I did about 6 months. I had just cleared the peak of actually seeing some results and the benefits of CrossFit and what was going on here at Truth Fitness. Yeah. And had the opportunity of a lifetime as far as a job.
Right, right.
It was a really fun, kind of a glamorous position. And I took the job. And I had to give up CrossFit.
Right.
I was working 3 days a week down at King County Airport, and it was the exact same days I was here. I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and that was my work schedule.
Okay. So kind of another situation like life kind of
Chase
got in
the
way,
money,
right?
chase the money.
Okay, so you've been here a couple times in the past. First time 3 months, second time 6 months. Now you don't have that job anymore.
Well, something interesting in life, you know, unprepared, out of the blue, my father got extremely sick.
Okay.
And we kind of sensed that this could be his last hurrah.
Yeah.
So he called me one day. He says, "Hey, I really need your help." And I said, "Okay, what can I do to help you?" And he said, "I need to be taken to doctor's appointments." And then it was like the first time my dad had let the barrier down to let me in his life.
Yeah.
I mean, at 55 years old, my father finally wants to have a relationship with me. So I was super stoked about it. And so I spent a year with him. I quit my job, left that employment, started hanging out with my dad, got to spend the last year of his life with him. And I got an inside view of what for lack of a better word, the American medical system, how they treat people and the procedures and processes that we went through, at least in his case, 6 doctors and 17 pills twice a day for the last 3 years of his life.
Wow, and you got to help him with that.
Got to help him, got to see him pass. It was just phenomenal time. It was a blessing I'll never forget.
Yeah.
And after he passed, I was like, I had the opportunity to retire for the first time in my life. You know, it's something that we strive for in our lives, the whole life, to get to retirement they called it. And I got there and I didn't know what to do. So I thought I'd just find peace by sitting. And I started sitting, I started having inflammation and joint pain.
Yeah.
So it was time to do something else.
Wow.
My grandfather had a garden up till he was 90. And I asked him why he always gardened.
Yeah.
And he told me, because I move.
You move, yeah.
And that kept going off in my head.
Yep.
You gotta move.
Gotta move.
If you don't use it, you do lose it.
Right, right. So here you are. Today is actually our orientation for our on-ramp class for January. And we just went through our morning orientation. Craig participated in that because you're coming back to Truth Fitness after being gone again, and you're going to go through our on-ramp course again. We recommend that for anyone who's been away for a while and they want to get back into the swing of things. So Craig's going through it now again, and I want to share with the people who are watching what makes you keep coming back here.
Because it works.
Because it works.
Because it works. Yeah, I really struggled after I retired to justify spending the money.
Okay.
Because it can be a financial impact
absolutely.
for some people to come up with the cost to do CrossFit.
Yeah.
And what I did in 2019,
there we are again.
2019 is I was addicted to caffeine.
Okay.
Full blown.
I think I'm guilty of that.
Loved my coffee. Was a coffee shop owner, but I was drinking far too much caffeine. It is a drug, and I loved it. And I decided that if I could give up my habit, one store-bought coffee, I could pay for my CrossFit cost, and it wouldn't be an impact to my
what a great idea.
rather stringent retirement budget.
Yes.
I'm trying to retire. I tried to retire at 56 years old.
Okay.
So budget is a concern.
Absolutely.
But gave up my coffee habit, my addiction of coffee, and I drink a lot of drip now.
Okay.
But that pays for my CrossFit.
Wow, what a great idea. I didn't realize that you had given up coffee for it. Wow.
Yeah, we're in, what is 202019? We're the 8th
we're
today,
8 days in,
January 8th. Haven't had a cup of coffee this year.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
And still full of energy.
Oh, I'm... Yes.
So what would you, someone who's watching today and considering maybe coming to the on-ramp and kind of learning about it for orientation and what this whole thing is about, what would you tell them about why you decided to come back here? I mean, there's lots of gyms in this area. Why don't you go there somewhere cheaper? Why don't you go somewhere cheaper?
Well, I think you have to ask yourself, and I experienced this firsthand with my father, was what's your health and your fitness worth? Mm-hmm. And for me, I watched my father go through the standard protocol, and it was very expensive. He had an incredible benefits package, but I consider my body a temple. Mm-hmm. With that being said, I need to take care of this. So what I would explain to people is, man, invest in yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of the first time it's okay to put yourself first.
Oh,
I can't take care of anybody else, do anything else, can't participate in anything else that I enjoy if I don't take care of me.
Yeah.
Not in a selfish mode, but so I can be more serving to others.
Yeah. So what do you say you are getting for that more expensive price tag here at the gym?
Well, I love the commitment of the staff for one.
Okay.
For me, it's close location-wise.
Okay.
And I've been here before, so I can help you out in regards to, is it cost effective and is there benefits to it? And there is. I've done it a couple times. There was no doubt. And then when I did start shopping around a little bit, because I am thrifty, and not necessarily that I'd go somewhere else, but there's no savings. Everybody's expensive. Mm-hmm. It's an expensive part of the world that we live here in South Puget Sound area.
True. Yeah.
So I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay.
I like it. It's a smaller community here. We're in Puyallup.
Right. Yeah.
I love that the schedule's out.
Yes.
So I now can build my schedule around it. And I don't know a thing about fitness, so I need to be coached.
Yep.
So it's one of the first times in my life I've tried to take the cotton out of my ears and stick it in my mouth and listen. And it's been beneficial.
Great.
Because of my past coming, I saw the results that are possible. And I'm not a competitive person. I was actually coached on, I'm competitive in the business world, but I'm not competitive in the athletic world.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. Wow. Well, that's great. That's great information for someone who's considering, between different gyms, different price points, what makes it unique to come here, what makes the CrossFit experience unique, and I think Craig answered some of those questions. And like I said, I thought it would be a great story to share with you guys. Like I said, Craig's been gone and back a few times, and I always think it's interesting to hear what brings people back and what they have to do maybe to come back if there are limitations. For you talked about budget, and you gave up coffee for us.
Yes.
How great is that?
Invest
but really,
in
it's
yourself.
for you. So,
invest in yourself.
Yeah.
My family noticed the benefits too.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Well, yeah,
really.
more energy, sleep. I mean, I'm talking my personal experience, but what did you notice when you have, say the time when you came here for 6 months, what did you notice?
Oh man, I was a different person.
How so? What does that mean?
Well, you put coffee in a personality like mine, because I operate at 600 miles an hour, and,
Yes.
and I'm a little bit OCD, so good enough's never good enough.
Yeah.
But this is a great place just to come in and let some of that aggression out,
Yeah.
and just be the best that you can be. Be the best you
Yeah.
that you can be.
Yeah.
And you guys accept that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
But
you
what did you
coach it.
notice, like physical wise or emotional?
Oh.
What kind of things did you experience?
I could actually play with my grandkids in the backyard. Okay, not full time, but a good portion of the time.
Right.
I didn't tire as easy. I had smoked as a young person.
Okay.
I was able to clean out my lungs.
Yeah.
I ran my actual first mile in CrossFit.
That's right. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, and that was a kind of a life goal. I went home
Yeah.
and I think I partied and ate like a whole bag of cookies, but
That's right.
that was a
I
good
remember
time.
your
First
cookies.
time I'd ever run a mile
Yeah.
in my life was
Yeah.
because of my training through CrossFit.
True. Yeah.
And it was a small goal, but it's so nice to have some small goals and actually hit them.
Yes.
And I'm not an athlete. I've actually been coached here at CrossFit. Hey, Craig, get aggressive. Okay. But so
Yep.
there's the opposite of that. And,
Yeah.
but it's been a good experience for me.
Yeah.
I'd recommend anybody that's even considering, come do 30 days, come do 60 days,
Yeah.
come do 90 days, and then make a decision. Come by, by doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. and by
Knowledge is
trying it
king.
out. Yeah.
You know what you know. You don't know what you don't know.
Absolutely.
So prior to being corrupt with your thinking or seeing what's going on online or the games or anything
Yes.
else that's on TV, come down to the gym, get to meet Crystal, and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You will have no regrets.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So yeah, guys, if you are thinking about maybe trying something new, I know that it's the beginning of the year here, and that's probably on a lot of folks' mind, but maybe you're a little scared, maybe a little intimidated about CrossFit, and that's okay. You know, we have all kinds of fitness levels here, all ages. We have CrossFit kids all the way up to folks who are in their 70s. Craig started when he was, how old were you when you first started?
I was 55.
55, and he just told us that he ran his first mile at age 55, right? Or 56?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's great. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm excited about it because I'm
excited
back.
for you too. Yes, he's back. So I would love to hear your questions about the gym, and please send us a message. You can comment on the video, either here on our live video or on our YouTube channel, where we have more testimonial videos posted. Check them out, guys. Maybe you'll find someone whose story is similar to yours, and that might encourage you to try something new and come on down and visit us. So thank you, Craig, for
More
sharing your
welcome.
story. I'm so glad you're back. It's
Go
gonna
with the
be
gray
great,
hairs.
Right? Go with the gray hairs, yes. So thanks, guys, for watching, and check us out on our YouTube channel for Truth Fitness Project. Have a great day. Bye-bye.